Number three, this is a good one. Know your battlefield. Understand your
Mm.
terrain, your allies, your competition, and your mission. And that goes a lot with what I just said. You got to build where it's working. You can build a battlefield on the other side of the planet where nobody
That's right.
is, and it's not going to create any results. You've got
Damn.
to position yourself where the value is, where the money is, where the opportunity is, where the people are, where people are spending their money. And that's exactly where we are. If you're on that old battlefield over there, I mean, that war was fought 20 years ago.
Yep.
It's over. You're
Yep.
not getting any traction over there.
Yep.
Yeah, you can defend that little piece of land that's it's way over there, but you're not going to grow. You're not going to build. You're not going to accelerate. You're not going to achieve anything new. And that's where most companies are, unfortunately, in this industry, or maybe fortunately for LiveGood's sake, but they're stuck in the past. They're stuck in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing, not fighting the right battles, and that's why they're struggling. That's why they're dying. That's why they're fading out, and we see it every single day. So yeah, I mean, that's our model. Our model is unique, and it was built on principles that actually work. And if you look at what's happening in the economy, I did a post the other day about the Costco model, and I really, Nader and I talk about this on my computer. The folder for LiveGood is not even called LiveGood; it's still called Costco, because it was the Costco model before we even had the name LiveGood, and I just never changed it. But that's what, when I go through my folder, I click on Costco. That model works. They're one of the most successful companies in the history of the world, and they're crushing it right now. High quality
Yep.
products at a few dollars above cost, with a small membership on the back to give you guys the privilege of buying those high quality products at those low prices. So makes perfect sense. But number four, I talked about this as well: empowering versus listening,
Yeah.
or I can't read what I wrote again, but empowering the front lines, listening to you guys. And we get a lot of ideas, a lot of feedback from you guys. I talked about how the matrix compresses. That was feedback that we got from you, from the field. We just launched or about to launch our fundraising program, which is super close. Again, I
Yes.
just, again, all on me. I've been traveling this week, haven't been,
Oh.
I've got like 4 emails in there for my program. He's like, do you want to turn this on or what? So it's
I
ready.
love it.
That's on me for not
Oh, it's okay.
responding yet, but um, you know, and so this is a cool thing, because I guarantee you that there are a lot of companies out there screaming at their corporate teams
Oh,
to adapt, to change, to listen, to look what's happening in the world right now, in the economy right now, and the leadership is like, we don't know how to change it. We don't know
that's
what to
right.
do. If we can't change our compensation plan, because then the leaders will leave because they're not making money anymore. And so they're scared. They're stuck in this spot where they're scared to change. They don't know how to change. They don't know what to do. And so instead of doing it, they're just doing nothing and just
Yeah.
watching their volume continue to drop, and watching their companies go out of business or eliminating their compensation plan. And then the leaders get nothing. So
Yep.
it's really interesting what's going on out there. And if you got to listen to your team. You guys are out there in the battlefield, on the front lines, out there
Yes.
working, out there hustling. We all, and we recognize that. We respect that. We're very thankful for all of
Yes.
you guys seeing the vision and sharing it, and wanting to help people, because that's what we're all about. So, yeah, just keep crushing it. But I want you guys to understand all this, because we are in a very unique position that doesn't happen very often in business, much less in network marketing. And this is an opportunity that probably won't happen again for at least another 20 to 30 years, where we are so perfectly aligned and positioned in front of multiple industries that have been doing it the wrong way for so long. And now we're correcting it and doing it right, when literally there's no other company out there doing what we're
Right.
doing.
That's so
It's
right.
really amazing, like, to have that kind of opportunity out there where there's zero competition in a broken business model that's just, I don't want to say it's so easy to disrupt, but when you see something so broken, so messed up, and has been for so long, and and you do it the right way,
Come
it
on.
just makes sense. And there's no surprise. No other company has grown to almost 2 million members first 2.5 years. I mean, first million in 13 months. That doesn't happen in any industry out there. And at the same time, as I'm sure Nader mentioned as well, this is just